God bless everyone. Welcome to Hike Reviews. Today we have the 2024 Chevy Equinox EV RS. And big shout out to AV Chevy for lending this car to review. Let's check it out. So, right from the front, you have the design that stands out really beautifully. You have this diamond-shaped design on the grille. You have this carbon fiber surrounding the front of the vehicle. And you have really beautiful air curtains here for some MPG, for aerodynamics. From the top, you have LED turn signals and daytime running lights, and your headlights are going to be down here. And as you can see, there's a lot of venting up front. You want to say, "Hike, why is there a lot of venting? This is an EV. You don't need venting for an EV. What's the engine?" Well, in this vehicle, it actually does not utilize the frunk that most EVs do. This one actually has the engine exposed, and therefore there's cooling necessary. As we move around, we do have a front-facing camera, and since this is the RS model, it has a black bow tie, unlike the traditional brown model. If we go towards the top, the bonnet, the hood, or as they call it in Europe, the bonnet, we have these nice lines that go and go from the top to the bottom that make it look very sporty and aggressive. Now, as we move towards the side, as you can see here, we have Continental tires around the vehicle, and you're looking at 275 40 21. We have 21-inch wheels on this Equinox, and 275. That's a lot of tire. That's a lot of tire for the road. That's going to get you all the grip that you need, and you got some really nice Continental tires that go with it. Now, if we continue, we have the gloss black trim that goes across the whole vehicle, and you do have the black chrome trim here to complement it. And as we can see, we have the Equinox logo here with the E that is in blue to mention that is an EV. We have gloss black mirror caps. This comes with the RS package, and we have 360 cameras, and they're right underneath the mirror caps. Now, for the door handles, they're actually really cool. With one click of a button, it closes and gives you that flush, sleek design. And then if you just press right here, it's going to open for you. So that way you can utilize the interior of the vehicle. As we continue on, you can see we still have those beautiful wheels, 21-inch. Kind of surprising for a vehicle at this class having these really nice and sporty wheels. But let's go towards the back of the vehicle. Let's see what the back has to offer. Again, we're continuing with the sporty look of this vehicle. As you can see, we have the Equinox and RS badge on the vehicle and the black bow tie. And we have this really nice, beautiful LED that goes across the vehicle. Looking very, very sporty. So if we go towards the bottom of this vehicle, it continues on with the diamond design that we see in the front. And of course, you have your parking sensors again around the whole vehicle. You have your backup camera. And if we go towards all the way on the bottom, it continues on again with that carbon fiber design. And this diffuser looks really, really nice. For a vehicle that's an EV that doesn't have an exposed exhaust, Chevy did a very, very well job on designing this car. Now, if you go towards the back, you have your spoiler and you have your exposed wiper for the rear glass. Now, let's pop the hood and check it out. But before we do that, look at this lighting. We have the hazards on, headlights are on, and it looks beautiful. It looks aggressive. Now, let me get that hood open for you. It does have hood struts, so very easy to open. This is a 213 horsepower vehicle, 236 pounds-feet of torque. Now, what does that convert to in 0 to 60? You're looking at 7.6 seconds. And it is an 85 kilowatt battery pack. You're looking at 319 miles for a full charge. Now, this does charge 70 miles in 10 minutes. And if you're looking at a DC fast charger, you can charge it from 10% to 90% in about 50 minutes, which is pretty good. Now, before we get inside the vehicle, this is where you would charge the vehicle. Very easy to open, no motorized. You just click on this and it pops open, and that's where you have your charger, and you got a little bit of a lighting to help you plug in that vehicle. Let's check out the interior of this vehicle. We're greeted with this gradient trim, and as you can see, we have LEDs, ambient lighting in the trim included, which is really, really cool, and we'll show you the settings in a bit. We have soft touch material here, your traditional buttons for your windows, lock and unlock, and some hard plastic down here. Now, for the seat controls, we have the front and back, recline, and your lumbar support. We don't have memory seating in this vehicle, but that's okay. Let's check it out. We have this beautiful interior. You got the black perforated, the red piping, and some fabric material. It looks really good. And as you know, you have the RS badge right here. You have red stitching around the seats as well. It looks really nice, really sporty. And you have some really nice red stitching across the steering wheel. Now let's check out the interior of this vehicle. Let's fully check it out. As we get in, we're greeted with this ambient lighting. And let's start the car. Just put the foot on the brake. There is no push to start button on this vehicle. And if we start from here, you can see the ambient lighting continues. Again, we have the lighting inserted into the trim. Looks really, really cool. I personally haven't seen that in a vehicle before. And as we get to the cup holders, really nice cup holder design. And we have the key. Looks really good. And the bow tie is black. We have the remote start, lock and unlock, trunk, alarm, pretty traditional key. Looks really cool. You have your USB-C's ports here. Pretty modernized. You don't see USB-A or any aux cords. Looks really good. And you have your storage right here if you just push the button, and it opens towards the side. Kind of inconvenient for passengers, but it's kind of dedicated more to the driver. You have a little tray here which you can store all your goodies here, and it goes more deep so you can store other things as well. So let's put this back. This massive screen, and it is 17 inches. It is massive. Let's check it out. Let me go ahead and push that button so it can generate. We have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa, and if you go on to ambient lighting, which we were talking about earlier, you have all these cool colors. We got red, blue, green, anything. You want to go purple, and you have it right on the sides as well. So it looks really cool, and you can also control how bright you want it to be. Now this car is also equipped with Google Maps, which is pretty cool. Most cars are equipped with their standard navigation system, but you do get Google Maps, very handy. And this car seems to be pretty quick. You can see it's very smooth when you're changing, when you're using the screen. You have all your AC controls here. You have your seat warmers right here. No ventilation, but you do have seat warmers for the driver and the passenger side. And if you don't want to use those knobs, of course, you can use the traditional knobs down here as well. But for the seat warmers, you do have to use the screen, which is really easy. It's down here, very easy to use. You have your volume knob up here as well. It looks really cool. If you just zoom into that digital design of it, once you're using it, it looks really cool. The animations are really smooth. Um, and if we go onto the home, you can, there's a lot of things you can check. The vehicle status. You have Google Assistant as well as Amazon Alexa, as I mentioned, Auto Park Assist, and the cameras. Let's check out these cameras. This one has bird's eye view camera. So your standard, your overhead, you have your sides. You can look at when you're parking. You don't want to curb those wheels. Really cool, really modern, up to date, very useful. And one thing that I do want to mention, this has a really cool shifter. I actually had to get used to it, but you shift it up and then you go up to go into reverse, which is very cool, something that's unusual. And same thing, if you want to go down to drive, you shift it up again towards yourself and you go down for drive. And for park, you have this button right here for park. And let's check out the digital cluster as well. Looks really cool. One thing that this car excels at, you do get Super Cruise with it, so you're able to drive hands free on the road. Very comfortable, very convenient, especially on those long drives. And you can see down here you have your battery showing, well, how much charge you have left, and a really modern, simple design so you can enjoy your ride. Most importantly, you got this really cool storage where you can put all the money that you saved by buying this vehicle. And you have your glove box right here, traditional, regular style, normal size glove box. Now, another thing that I want to touch base on is the ventilation. Looking towards the side, you have this really cool turbine spinning design. My cameraman can show you how it works. Very cool looking, very modern. Let's check out the back seats. Let's see. Now let's get to the back seats of the vehicle. But before we do, let's take a look at this price. I don't know if you can see. Does this come with standard tint? So it's really cool that you get that on this vehicle. You're looking at $48,589. It's it's a pretty hefty price. But with the rebates on this vehicle, it comes at a really great price out of pocket. Now let's take a look at the back seats. I'm sitting in my position. I'm about 5'7", so I'm not really tall, but You do have a lot of room here. You have some storage here for any goodies that you have. You have two USBs right down here for anyone that needs to charge your device. Back here you have your ventilation, and the nice seat continues with the design. You don't get the exact design in the front like the red piping. You do have your cup holders here for and your armrest. Really nice. Now let's take a look at the trunk space. But before we get in, check out these LED lights in the back. It goes all the way across. Really cool, sporty looking design. And again, thanks to AV Chevy for allowing me to review this vehicle, and God bless America. Let's check it out. Now, you have a pretty decent trunk space. You can store a lot of goodies here. If you're going on a little trip, your luggage, really cool. But wait, there's more. If we just pop this up, you have a lot more room here for your charging supplies or groceries or whatever you need. You have some a good amount of supply here as well. And to close it, really simple, traditional style, where you just push the button up here and the trunk closes. And there you have it. That's the review on the 2024 Chevy Equinox EV. Let me know your comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'd like to leave you with the verse of the day. And that's Proverbs 13:20. He who walks with a wise man will be wise, but the companion of fools will be destroyed. God bless you.